All right. Well, I guess. What the- should we just start going over our own personal examples then, unless anyone has any other questions about the course or anything like that?
That sounds good to me.
All right. Sounds good. I can share my example first. We had the intentional tort of defamation or defamation, however you say it, right?
Yes.
All right. So the example that I found in the news from the links, it was of a company called Northwest Territorial Mint LLC, and they were actually being sued for a case of defamation, $38 million by the landlord actually for their company. He owns he's the owner of a company called Asset Management Incorporated. So basically, what the Northwestern Territorial Mint Company did, which they make like medallions and different like medals for most of their businesses for like military men, like medallions and stuff. And they actually, someone in their company made a website they called it BradleyCohen.com, which is actually the name of the landlord or the owner of the other company that was suing them. So they called the website BradleyCohen.com, and in that website it compared this businessman, Mr. Cohen, to a disgraced Ponzi scheme operator, Bernard Madoff. So basically, it was comparing him and like basically talking bad on him and like slandering him on that website. And so once he found out about it, him and his lawyers, they rejected the comparison and the information was false. And then in turn they sued Northwestern Territorial Mint, and they actually won the case and they got the $38 million for basically the defamation of their company and his like assets or the management of the like land that he had for different businesses. And so basically what it sounds like is that dude would rent out his land and different things to businesses, and they could run and operate their companies on his land. But the reason they came up with the false website was because there was like a dispute over the land. And so as a result of that, they wrote like that little website about him, and it was a tort and it was false and everything, trying to damage his reputation. And so from my understanding, that sounds like an example of that. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely sounds like an example of it. I think that's a good example.
Sweet. Well, who wants to go next?
I can go ahead and go. So mine is on, I got it from the Wall Street Journal. So it's basically about this doctor. He's a plastic surgeon. So I guess this girl was going in to get, she was getting some tissue removed from her nose to breathe better and just some minor cosmetic work on her nose. And she ended up just on Yelp and on another website that I guess patients go to talk about doctors that are good. So she was saying things like he totally botched the surgery. So he ended up suing her for defamation, and it's still in court, but he's suing her for basically $700,000 for that. So kind of an interesting one.
That's pretty cool.
And that sucks for her. She has to come up with $700,000.
Yeah, it's true. It's probably more than the surgery cost, you know.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I guess I can go next.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so mine was it's about this guy. His name was John Doe. Hey, his name is John Doe. He was a former employee of Machine Zone. And so one day he accessed Glassdoor. Glassdoor is this website that allows present and former employees to comment on how their employers like treated them, or how their environment was. So this guy John Doe, he went on to Glassdoor and basically did an anonymous comment. And then the following day, Machine Zone notified Glassdoor that some of the things that John Doe commented were confidential information. So Glassdoor immediately took the information down, but then Glassdoor, Machine Zone continued on to sue John Doe, the former employee of Machine Zone, for putting confidential information out there. So basically, they went to court, and at the end, the court notified that some of the information that John Doe commented were false informations about Machine Zone. So ultimately, John Doe remained anonymous because Machine Zone wanted to identify him, because they're saying that he put confidential information out there, which he didn't. So at the end, he stayed anonymous, and he didn't have to pay them back or get in trouble for it or anything.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a little different from the ones I was reading about, so that's a good one.
Okay, who's next?
I think Cami just typed hers in the chat box.
Okay, I see it.
And then maybe Katie can do the same thing since we can't hear her.
Yeah, and I can read it out. Well, are they going to see this on the live recording, or I can read her example out loud?
That'd be good, Josh.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read it out loud so that we can have it on the recording. So Cami's example, she said, which you can all read. For my example, Rebel Wilson, who is an actress, was suing Bauer Media for defamatory articles they had published saying that Wilson had lied about really being Australian, lied about her weight, and lied about her abilities to get more acting roles. Wilson took this to Australian court, and they determined the articles were malicious and had cost her movie roles. So she was awarded $3.6 million due to intentional defamation. And then she said, "Sorry, my microphone's not working. Thank you, Josh." So yeah, that's a good example of how Rebel Wilson, the actress, was kind of ripped off, but she was awarded the $3.6 million. So thanks for that example, Cami. Oh, and Catherine said that she had the same article. Sure. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that makes it easier for both you guys had the same article. So I can read it twice, or we can leave it at that. Yep. So.
And
oh, really?
And
so that was the actress who played Fat Amy. I didn't know that. That's cool.
You know, Austin, I really liked yours. Just saying.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. Are we gonna be going with just one, just like last time?
Yeah. I think so.
I'm game to either go with. I liked Austin's, and I also like the one with the actress in it. I mean, those ones seemed a little bit more easy to understand than my example was kind of harder to understand, I think. So.
Yeah.
We could use, if anyone's down, we can use Austin's. Sounds like everyone agrees.
Right. So. Yeah, I like Austin's.
Sounds good. So did we decide on a scribe for today?
I don't know. I feel like Cammie's a pretty good scribe.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like we should be
Did it last time, right? Did she?
Yeah, we won't want to put her under. I don't know. We don't want to overwork her, you know.
Did you want to be the scribe? Because I think last time we used Cammie's and she was the scribe, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can be the scribe for this time.
Okay.
So Josh, how's your brother doing?
Oh, he's doing good. I was actually talking to him before this meeting. We were talking about we're actually both going out for Aptive summer sales, and he's a manager this year. So I was talking about some of that different stuff.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love Aptive.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be my first summer going, so it'll be interesting.
Great. Where you? Where's the location?
We're going out to Georgia, actually.
Nice. You ready
So,
for a little humidity?
yeah, humidity and some different culture for sure. So,
Yeah, I served in Louisiana, and I don't know, people in the South are just a little bit crazy.
yeah, I think that's definitely for sure.
Lots of bugs, which is
There definitely is a bug problem, so that'll be good, I think. Oh, my example is pretty long. Sorry about that, guys. I just put the whole thing on there, not the summarized version. So, but all right. But did everyone read that thing that I put on the side? Maybe we could just post like some good questions on the side in the chat. That way, Austin can just copy and paste it from there to the Word template.
That's smart.
that would be great.
And then for next week, I can be the scribe next week, just so that we don't have to worry about it. Like wondering who can do it. I can do it next week.
Okay. And next week I can try and set up the meeting.
Okay, sweet. That works perfect then.
Okay.
So as to questions, should we just kind of do what we did last week, where the answer of the question will be tort or intentional tort of defamation?
Sure.
Is everyone cool with that?
Pretty smart by the teacher too. You know, if I were a professor, I wouldn't want to write the exams myself either.
Wait, do we have a question yet, or are we still trying to think of a question as well?
We could just do kind of explain the example a little bit, and then just say why is this doctor suing the girl? I don't know.
I think that's a good idea.
Sounds good. I'm working on it right now, so I'll put it in the chat, and you guys can see if you
Okay,
want.
sounds good. We could say like this girl is suing her doctor based upon a tort of or something like that. I don't know.
I think if we just put that there was no evidence for what she was saying, because I think Katie was saying that we want to make it clear it's not negligence.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll start thinking of some additional answers that could be wrong answers.
So I just put something that we could use. So just tell me if you guys like it. Okay, sounds good. What are some other options that we could use for wrong answers?
So right now, I think we could use negligence and the medical malpractice would probably be a good one. And then, do you guys think those are good? And then we just need one more.
Sure.
So what's perhaps one more from the list?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. We have like misdemeanor, felony, product warranties, white collar crime. I don't know though, because that could fall under like a misdemeanor. I'm not sure what the like penalty for that is.
I think either of the ones Cami or Katie said could work.
I would use the tort to deform just because intentional tort is kind of the same. Well, it's a tort is basically just slandering someone or talking bad about them intentionally. So
Okay, so tort to deform. Okay. I think that's about it.
yeah, and then does Wednesday next week same time work for all of you guys? It works good for me.
It works good for me too.
Okay. Cool. And Cami said it works for her too. All right, and then do you say your name Maylee, right?
Molly?
Molly? Okay. You're gonna set up next week's meeting, right? And then I'll be the scribe for next week.
Yeah, I'll try and set it up. I hope it works.
Yeah, if you have any trouble, just email us and I can help you or one of us can help you out with that.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay,
and,
cool. Good.
And Katie, would you mind sending me the link or just putting it in the chat box for this meeting?
All right, sweet. So it looks like we're set for this week and next week. Is there anything else we need to do for the template, or are you good to submit that, Austin?
No, I should be good.
Okay, sweet. Thanks, guys. And then we're set for next week, same time. And then I guess, Catherine, you can end the live hangout whenever and just send that link over to Austin and we should be set.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
Alrighty, you guys have a good night.
Yeah, you guys too. See ya.